Hey yo, you better flee hops or get your head flown 3 blocks. L keep rappers hearts pumping like Reeboks. And every year I gain clout and my name sprouts. Some brothers will still be virgins if trap never came out. I got the wild style, always been a foul child. My guns go boom boom and your guns go pow pow. I'm known to have a hottie open. I keep the shotty smoking. Front and get half the bones in your body broken.
What's up, guys? This is my newest pickup. We got a 2007 CR125. So this is the last year they made it. Picked it up yesterday. I got it exactly how you see it. Got the stock exhaust on there. Somebody polished the frame on it. That actually looks pretty good. Some grip tape. It's gonna need a little bit of love, which is what this series is gonna be. You know, the plastics they're all right. Maybe we could have them bounce back a little bit better. I don't know if this is the original exhaust that came on there or the silencer here, but maybe we'll get a new one of those. Definitely needs a new rear tire, but we'll send it anyway. I was looking here, probably gonna need to take a link out of this chain as we're pretty maxed out on the adjustment there. Sprocket, not looking the best. Front sprocket, not the best either, but we'll see. It's got a small aftermarket list here, so it's got a Tusk brake lever or shift lever, but it's got some play to it, so I don't know if that's something I can tighten up or what's going on there. Looks like it's got the original head, cylinder. Pretty much everything looking pretty stock on this. Aftermarket grips. I think this is a lever he like broke and then turned into like a shorter one just for 2 fingers. I actually kind of like it. Couldn't even tell you what's going on here with the zip ties. We're gonna have to get that taken care of. Are these the stock bars? I was looking at these and I don't think it's, no, it's connected in the middle, but he gave me another set of bars with it that are at the house. Forgot to bring them here. It's got some hand guards that I'll probably toss on there, which means I got to cut the ends off here, but that'll probably be in another video. Something I noticed before I wrote it. We're dry on cooling in there, so I can only imagine why that is. Whether it's like a head gasket issue, maybe the radiator leaks. That radiator guard is a little cracked there. This one's definitely seen better days. You can definitely tell the radiator's a little crushed, especially from this side here. It's got a little bend to it. We'll see if we can fix that. It started up first kick. It rode up and down the street at his house pretty good. Overall, it's, I don't know, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. I felt like the brakes pulsated a little bit, so we're gonna have to see about getting some new pads. I don't know if it needs a rotor or not, but we'll see. It has been sitting at his house for most of this year, but what drew me to this bike is just the fact that it is, you know, mostly stock. It had some good looking plastics on it. It's got good curb appeal, is basically what I look for when I buy and sell these bikes. Is just, you know, like what's their listing looks like, how can I make it look better. So the first thing I do is I'm at my brother's car wash here. This is Go Clean Car Wash in Syracuse, Liverpool, New York, just outside of Syracuse. And he lets me use all of his equipment, his pressure washer, his detailing sprays. He's pretty much got everything here. He's got aluminum polish. He's got tank cleaner for the aluminum on the semis that he cleans as well. So what I'm thinking is I'm just gonna get this cleaned up today. Do a couple of things. I'm definitely gonna get some coolant in it, maybe do a startup video for you just so you can see where it's at. It's got a high idle issue, so I'm definitely thinking the carb's gonna need some attention. I don't know if it's just the idle screw or maybe like the float is sticking, but you know, it's something we're gonna have to get into. But as for right now, I think we got a pretty good bike for what I paid for it. I'm not gonna reveal the price I paid. Only a couple people know, but overall, I mean, it's not the worst condition bike I've owned, that's for sure. A couple of things I do like to see is obviously we got some clean forks here. Looks like the fork seals are good. I always look for those because I have no idea how to do them, nor do I want to figure that out. Not a huge fan of the silver wheels on this. Maybe we'll look into painting them, maybe just do black. Maybe I'll find a set of newer like CRF wheels, maybe some better tires, rotors, sprockets on there. We'll see what I come up with versus buying all new stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna get to cleaning this and you guys are gonna watch.
Getting nookie, I'm not a rookie. I got girls that make that chick Tony Braxton look like Whoopi. I run with sturdy clicks, I'm never hitting dirty chicks. Got 35 bodies, buddy, don't make it 36. Step to this, your good is gone. Word is born, I leave mics torn when I put it on. So put it on, Big L, put it on. Come on, put it on and on and on. Come on, put it on, Big L, put it on. Come on, put it on, represent, put it on, come on. Nobody can take nothing from Big L, but a lost chief. The last punk in front, he got a mouth full of false teeth. I'm known to gas a hottie and blast a shotty. Got more cash than Gotti, you don't know? You better ask somebody. Big L is a crazy brother, and I'm a lady lover. A smooth kid that'll run up in your baby mother. I push a slick Benz. I'm known to hit skins and get ins and commit sins with sick friends. Cause I'm a money getter, also a honey hitter. You think you nice as me? Haha, you's a funny nigga. I flows, so one of my shows wouldn't be clever to miss. I'm leaving competitors pissed. To tell you the truth, it gets no better than this. I'm catching wreck till the break of dawn. And this song, yo, it's so much that I put it on. Yeah, so put it on, Big L, put it on. Come on, put it on, big fella, put it on and on. Put it on, Big L, put it on. Represent, put it on. Come on, put it on.
Some boy see me gun nozzle and take with the choke. Boy, you're blinded before you see me gun smoke. See me gun nozzle and take with the choke. You're blinded. Come on, me, you put
I drink my wet, not Beck's beer. I stay dressed in slick gear. Peace to my homies in the gangster lane. I see you when I get there. And it's the fact I keep a gat in my arm reach. I charm freaks and bomb geeks from here to Palm Beach. I'm putting rappers in the wheelchair. Together the villain you still fear. Cause I be hanging in Harlem instead of the real here. If you battle well, you pick the wrong head. I smash mics like cornbread. You can't kill me, I was born dead. And I'm known to pull steel trigs and kill pigs.
Alright, so at least we know the bike is clean now. Next thing I do is I usually try to see if I can clean the plastics. Obviously white gets dirtiest the quickest, especially on a dirt bike. So if we look here, you can see there's some small grime, little bit of blemishes, scrapes in the plastic. Yeah, you can see it like on the edges here. Now we can try a couple of things. So what we can use is maybe a magic eraser, a little bit of water, which we got right over here. Here's a little thing of water that I was using earlier. We'll see if this takes it off. If not, we can get into something a little bit more aggressive. So we just dab the water, squeeze it out, and let's see about this right here. Yeah, you can see it's coming out a little bit. It's almost all gone. That's just a magic eraser, taking like the grease out and whatever's in there. What we can use also is something, I think it like takes like the top coat of plastic off. So it is much more aggressive than the magic eraser, but it just works that much better. So let's see if we can get the rest of these little blemishes out with that, because it doesn't look like the magic eraser is going to be touching it, especially on this one here. So let's get that set up. All right, so this is what I was talking about. It is called Omni MS251 multiple purpose solvent. I'm sure it's bad to breathe it in, it's bad to touch it. Works great on plastic. So we're gonna try to do this one-handed. I'm pretty sure he does say that this is expensive. So we're getting a little bit on here, and it evaporates extremely quickly, just like rubbing alcohol does. So you only get about like a couple swipes out of it. But if you look here, where that blemish was is now entirely gone. So we got a little bit one right there. We're gonna see about getting that one out. So like that was about all you get, is a couple wipes out of it. We'll get some more on it. We're gonna see about getting that one out. And we notice it works better if you use like a little bit more of aggressive towel than a microfiber per se. And I don't know if you can see it, but it is coming out of there. It's kind of a deeper scratch. These down here, see about getting those out. So we'll just dab it again. It's tough with one hand. Yeah, you can see it melting right through there. Let's see about getting that out. Couldn't even tell you what that is. That could be some spray paint. It's probably some oil from where it was spraying. There's some on this side too, so we're gonna see about getting that. And the answer is, yeah, it takes it out. See, that spot is now completely clean. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go ahead, set the camera down and really get two hands on this. And I'll show you guys how the plastic turned out with this solvent that I'm using. All right guys, so I just finished using the Omni multi-purpose cleaner and it worked pretty good. The white did get out some of the grime, some of the small things on it. Under here I tried to give it some attention to. It's a little bit dark, but especially hard area was like on this side behind the exhaust. I'm sure there's more behind there that I need to get. Gosh, that exhaust is so ugly, that silencer. Use it on the rims. Cleaned it up pretty good. So it's definitely a good product if you're just looking to get, you know, some of the basic stuff. Did a little bit part, wiped down the pipe, the red. I did the black, the grip tape. I kind of just went over everything pretty quick. The front had quite a bit of grime on it, and you can tell it's a lot better now. All right, so the last thing I do when I'm detailing a bike, it looks good on camera probably, but in person it's just looking a little bit dull. You can use a wax on it. I know, is it Cameron Niemela? He uses like a spray-on silicone. What I'm gonna use is this blue stuff right here. Pretty sure this is just Meguiar's Tire Shine that is in more of a easier to spray bottle. What we do is we just give it a light dusting all over. You'll see it give it a little bit of a shine. I don't ignore anywhere. I'll do the tires, I'll do the everything. I mean, I don't plan on riding this anytime soon. It just kind of helps protect it, keep it looking clean. You can see like the black here, instantly darker, glossier. Same thing on the pipe there. Just kind of give it a protective barrier, just like a wax on a car, really. Just a quick once over, light dusting all over the reds. We'll let it sit for a little bit, and I'll just give it a wipe down, and it'll really make it shine a little bit better. You can probably tell on camera that it's a little bit shinier now, especially like the seat, like on the black here. It's gonna make it extremely slippery when I sit on it, but it makes it look good. It gives it a layer of protection too. That's all I'm really looking for right now. I'm just trying to get this bike cleaned up, see what it needs. We're gonna go from there.
Ill kids and real niggas who pin wigs. My raps are steady slamming. I keep a heavy cannon. It's a new sheriff in town, and it ain't Reggie Hammond. Peace to my peoples, the children of the corn, cause we put it on. Adios, ghosts, I'm gone.
So put it on, Big Al, put it on. Come on, put it on, big fella, put it on and on. Big Al, you gotta put it on and on. Put it on, Big Al, put it on and on. Word up, you know what I'm saying? My man Big Al, running things for the 9-4, the 9-0S, you know what I mean? It's the kick and pre and full flare. And we gon' put it on a little something like this. Big Al, come on.
Lord Finesse.
He be putting it on.
My man Buck Wow.
He be putting it on and on.
My man Fat Joe.
He be putting it on.
Showbiz and AG.
Yeah, they be putting it on
I
and
can't
on.
forget Diamond D.
He be putting it on.
The whole DITC.
Yeah, they be putting it on
And of course Kid Capri.
Yeah, I be putting it on.
Another thing, I did pick up some coolant on the way over here. Just some generic stuff, nothing crazy. It's like Japanese blend. We're gonna get this topped off because I don't even want to start it again without any coolant in there. So let me go get that stuff quick. if you guys can hear me. You can see this is up a little bit. All right, so it runs. Feel like, I don't know if that was like a little bit of white smoke. Maybe we got a little head gasket issue. Maybe the coolant's getting in a little bit here and there. Maybe that's why it was low. Maybe we got a radiator leak, or maybe it was just plain old neglect. I asked the guy I purchased it from. He was a real young kid, didn't know like a whole lot about bikes. When was the last time he did like the gear oil on it? And he said once during his ownership, which I imagine even that's probably a lie. He probably didn't even do it then, so I'm probably gonna switch it out. I picked up some ATF type F fluid, which is what I used to run on my KX, and it kind of cleared up a little bit of my shifting issues, which was ideal. I'm not sure if that's proper for this bike. At least on the KX forums, people recommended ATF type F. I will look into if that's proper for this, but I do have some. I'm honestly might just drain whatever's out of there. Look in the owner's manual that it came with, which it also came with a title, I forgot to mention, which is extremely rare, especially for an 07. None of the 09 YZ I had an 07 YZ250. Neither of those had a title with them. So I'm just happy that this one actually has one. It is from Pennsylvania. It does have somebody else's name on it, but at least it's got the correct VIN, and it shows that this bike is what it is, which is always nice. So again, we're gonna see what we want to do with this bike, and by we, I mean me, myself, and I. We gotta have a discussion and see what we're gonna do. I really want to take it for a rip right out here. As long as there's no cars coming, maybe I will. There isn't really any houses around here, but I'm gonna start packing this thing up. We'll see. Just a small little rip. It is 8:30 at night. Hopefully nobody's sleeping just yet. Alright, time to get this thing loaded and get out of here.
Yeah, we be putting it on
And
on.
I'm out.